my name is Colleen Cantlin. I'm the band director at Lakeland Union High School. Currently in our freshman band ensemble, we're working on a composition project. In this project, students are composing a theme and variations. As you can see on the board, we have a sample of one variation written in class. The students are divided into small groups. Each group is writing their own theme for this composition. Once the groups have finished writing their themes, they will then learn to play it as a group and then present and perform their original theme for our class. As an ensemble, we will then vote on and choose one of the themes presented and choose that as the root of our composition. From there, we'll take the theme chosen by the band and we will vary it, compose accompaniment and percussion parts to go along with this theme and the variations, and then present it at our spring concert at the end of March. We will use Finale notation software to input all of the theme and the variations and accompaniment parts once we've chosen those elements of the piece, and that way students will have their own copies of the music. We can forward the music to other professionals if they would like, and have it on professional notation software just like their written or purchased music.
Use of the smartboard, bringing it beyond just the classroom, things that we can do with it. Probably the most important thing that I'm able to do is bring the materials that we cover in class. I'm able to send it either via the internet, send emails. If somebody's gone, they're able to get a colored version of the notes from the day before. I can send this as a PDF file. I can send it as a web-based file, but they can take the information that they missed during the day and they can pick it up. I've had people that have been gone, they're even out of the country, and they're emailing me, and I'm able to send our notes from the week to them out of state, out of the country, and they're able to keep up with what we're doing. People who are home ill, again, they can check what we do each day, and they can get the notes that we're doing. The other thing, along with the daily notes, I think the interactive ability of being able to take things, YouTube clips, video clips, audio, and put them into your daily work really makes the classroom, it extends everything.
90 fish, and I put them out on my website online so that the kids they have 3 weeks to go there, look at the fish, look at different characteristics, and then study them on their own. At which point, then they will come back into the classroom 3 weeks later and we'll have a fish ID exam. So we've done a couple of things. We've given them the responsibility of taking that information and learning it on their own, and then coming back in the classroom and being tested on it. In the past, I couldn't have done that. I would have had to go over all of these in class, take the time to do all that. This way we can put more of the responsibility on the kids, and we can cover more information. It's also very helpful, like I just had a girl tell me she's going to be missing 2 weeks, 1 week of spring break and 1 week after spring break. What am I going to miss? I can either email her that PowerPoint with the notes, or I can put it on my website, and she can go there and look at it, and that way she can see exactly what she's missing while she's not here. So it's very helpful that way for kids that are on vacation, kids that are sick, but it's taking what we're doing in the classroom outside of the classroom, so that kids, I think, are being given the responsibility to get this information on their own. I think that's part of preparing them for college, where they have to do that. The responsibility for them learning is going to be on their own shoulders, as opposed to us spoon feeding them.
Mr. Boucher, thanks for inviting me to share with you and your colleagues today. I'm really excited to be on staff here at Lakeland because I feel like we're on the cutting edge of working with our students, particularly in areas of technology and increasing their global perspective and their global view. There's lots of ways that we all know that we can do these things, and a couple of things that I've tried in my classroom is the multitude of resources that are available online. What you see up here is a good example. This comes from learn360.com. It's a wonderful website that includes a variety of lessons and videos in all subject areas. I use this one probably on a weekly basis. It does a really nice job of explaining difficult grammar concepts. And while I could explain them, they do it in a multimedia format that's much more creative than I can physically do in my classroom. And I think it's also nice for my students to hear another voice. And they get to know these characters as they have heard of iTunes. We probably all use it all the time for music. I like to use it for their podcasting. One of my favorite sites is coffeebreakespanol.com. And this is a really nice capability of iTunes where every week it downloads automatically to me different podcasts. And it includes a variety of grammar topics, but it also includes conversations in a lot of different topics that are authentic to the Hispanic culture. So for example, the one that I have highlighted is some authentic speakers from Spain, and they do about 9 lessons beginning beginning on their trip to Spain, and then some of the locations that they visited in Spain. And so it's really nice because my background is Latin America, and so my students hear a Latin American pronunciation, but this is really nice because they get to hear the pronunciation of a native speaker. This is another fantastic site that I get a lot out of. It's a site entitled colby.edu. It's through a university, and I use this at all levels, but particularly at my advanced placement, Spanish 5 level. And what you're seeing up here is a song called Ojalá que llueva café. It's a story that is written about the situation, particularly with the environment in the Dominican Republic. But it also touches on some really rich vocabulary, as well as some really in-depth, difficult grammar points. So it's a nice opportunity for the students to kind of get a real feel of what's going on in the Dominican Republic and other parts of the world, but also hear some pop culture and pop music. Beyond that, some of the other things that we've tried to do to make our small town of Managua seem a little bit bigger for our students in terms of their worldview is at the beginning of our school year, we connected with our exchange students who are abroad in Thailand and in the Czech Republic. And we did so by Skyping with them. And that was a really neat opportunity for our language students to communicate with a good friend of theirs or 2 good friends of theirs that are spending some time in another country. That was a fantastic opportunity as well.